Hey guys, so in this video I just wanted to cover a feeling that I've been experiencing this week, which was the feeling of being alone, the feeling of isolation. Like I needed to escape, but not knowing what I need to escape from. Just like the feeling, I wanted to get away from feeling alone. And it's weird because I hung out with people and, did stuff, but I couldn't escape this feeling. So I just kind of wanted to dive into that a little bit today, cover some things. And I think a big reason I feel this way is because nobody that I know is in the position that I want to be in. Like, I really have a vision for myself. It's a little blurry because, I'm figuring it out, but I have a vision and I want to get there, but no one I know is there. And so that makes me feel like, the odds are stacked against me and I'm figuring it out on my own. And I wish I had someone like a mentor or like a leader that could just place the steps out for me as I going along, because it's really hard, and I don't have that. And my friends and family members and the people in my town, they're not where I want to be at. So I don't really have this circle of people that I wish I had, and I don't know where to find those people either, genuinely. And I think that's part of the reason I'm putting this out there. Um, Maybe you guys feel the same way, but I really want to have like a mentor or like a leader. And that's just because longevity comes from people who have like some form of like support system for what they're chasing. Like, you are the average of the people you hang out with. And all these successful people hang out with successful people. And all these like, you know, types of people hang out with these types of people. You're like the average of them, right? And so, I would just, you know, want to have that, but I can't find it. But I know I could pay for some. But then it's like weird, It's like, why would I trust paying someone that I don't know? Like, I want a real connection. I want like an authentic vibe before just handing someone money, I guess, if that makes sense. Um, but yeah, so right now it's just me, myself, and I, and that's how I've been feeling. And it's hard. Like, there's a lot of pressure. It feels like it's like, dang, dude, you better figure it out if you want to get to where you're going. Like, you got to figure it out, because no one's there to hold your hand. No one's there to tell you how to do it, because no one that you know is where you want to be. And it makes me really sad, because it's like this feeling that I can, but no one to tell me how, except for myself. Like, I am the reason for my wins, I'm the reason for my losses. And I take a step back and just think about where I want to go, and then think about all the things I can control. And I try to just focus on that, because the things that I can't control are, you know, for example, the thing I was just talking about, like the people in my town, or the people I surround myself with. Like, I can't really control that to a certain degree. Like, I can't control my friends, um, because I tried. I'm not gonna lie, I did try to get my friends in on what I'm doing, because I didn't want to be alone. Like, I would try to shape them and influence them more, like, you know, with the kindest heart, and not knowing that this is what I was doing subconsciously. But I just didn't want to be alone on this journey. And so I would tell my friends, like, yo, this is what I'm doing. Look, it could work out. We should do it together. And like, picture, when we get there, how fun it would be. And like, I literally was looking to change them, but that obviously didn't work. And I'm like, okay, well, that's out of my control what they do, but what I can control is what I do, and I want this, so I'm gonna keep doing it. And I just get caught up in this feeling especially when I'm down, like when I'm really feeling alone. I want to escape, and I'm like, what do I want, like, to escape from? Like, I want to get the hell out of my town. Like, I want to get out of this feeling. I hate feeling alone. I just want to feel like I have somewhere to go and people to see and a purpose, like a bigger purpose, like a everlasting purpose that I'm always fulfilled. And I realize that happiness comes from within, not external things. And it's hard to just sit down and tell myself that I will get there from literally just sitting down and making myself happy for the moment and for what I have, and finding gratitude and the everyday challenges in the everyday normal life. And but it's just hard because when I feel isolated for too long, I can get depressed and anxious, like, and just I just want to impulsively book a trip and pretend that will make me feel better, because like what, you know what I mean? Anyway, so at the end of the day, all I can do really at this moment, since I am in the position where I'm at, I just explained it as best I can in a summary. I could just turn to God. He's in fact the only one currently that's able, that I could like talk to and trust that it's going to be all right, kind of like trusting the process, trusting his timing, and that's, I feel better when I do that. I don't feel as alone, even though there's no, it's just praying, having faith, and just people that are where I want to be all have that in common, the faith aspect. They give all glory to God, and they say a lot of the times that they couldn't have done this without him, like, and to be fair, that makes me feel better knowing that I always have something, if that makes sense. And I know there are also like people that may not believe in God and are still where I want to be, and that's to each their own, totally cool. But I guess that is just a quick vent, and if you're feeling the same way, hopefully this helps you feel less alone. But if you are doing good, then congrats, and I hope you maintain that. And so I guess that's all I wanted to come on here and talk about. So peace out.